Well, conversations on fast-tracking South Africa's energy mix and diversifying the sector certainly heated up at the Africa Energy Indaba, and that was after the load shedding schedule was escalated to stage 4 in the middle of the week. The delegates reflected on the 12 years of the Independent Power Producer Procurement Program and its progress in opening up the sector to smaller players. I also caught up with the founder and CEO of Mfiso Energy Solutions, which has been in business for almost as long as the program has been around, and that was to get a sense of the sector's growth potential. Here's that conversation.
Well, we entered this sector about 10 years ago or 8 years ago with the intent of trying to increase the market share in the energy space. When we first started, we realized that some of the standards were substandards. So we felt that it's about time we come into the market or into the sector to bring in better standards, especially for our end users, because they were not getting the real value of what they were getting back then. So when we came into the sector, we realized that no, there is a niche in the market. Then we decided, now let us start our own entity and then enter into the market to increase the share value.
Eddie, now, for as long as you've been in business, is almost as long as South Africa has struggled with load shedding. That obviously puts pressure on businesses. As someone trying to add to finding energy solutions, what have been some of those pressure points for your business?
Well, before load shedding, our clients were really struggling with finding reliable energy. And then with load shedding, it really fueled our business a lot because we started getting a lot of business because of load shedding. And then after that, we realized that there was another more pressure point, which was when the demand was more, we could not meet the demand because we have to import the material to come here and then we have to install it. But when the demand went low, then we were able to excel in the market. So yes, load shedding did fuel a lot of business on our side. And we had to realize that most businesses were struggling because of load shedding, which is a very bad thing for them. And another pressure point would be that once we have the staff available for them, most businesses cannot afford it. So that is another big thing. So we're trying to find means and ways of see how we can help small businesses to be able to afford this renewable energy that is reliable, that will keep their business up and running.
And I was just going to ask you to give us some insights into the types of clients that you do service, and you mentioning their SMEs. 2024 expected to be a little better than 2023, but obviously still some structural economic issues there. We also still have high interest rates that do affect business expectations for this year, and how you're moving around the energy sector.
Well, what we are currently busy with is trying to find a financing model that will assist both residential, both commercial and industrial sectors to be able to afford these energy solutions, because we cannot predict yet, but 2024 looks like it's going to be a positive year. Once this financing model is in place and once people can be able to afford and pay back, it will assist a whole lot of South Africans, even small businesses in large.
And now, Eddie, industry leaders at the Indaba are really talking about the importance of bringing in those SMEs in the space in various, really, sectors of the energy sector, including renewables. Perhaps just to close off, a few tips for other young, aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to enter the industry, how to maybe move that path.
Well, it's a lot of work, a lot of groundwork needs to be done first. We just need to network. We just need our government to allow us to have opportunities. At the moment, the PPIs are not really helping us as small SMEs in the sector. But if government can loosen up on the red tape so that it's easier for us to enter into that space, it will be much easier for almost everybody. At the moment, it's just a few that are able to benefit on the PPIs, but I'm sure with time, as the minister mentioned yesterday, that it's time for more action than planning, which is what they used for the past 12 years or so. So if they're now going to put all this into action, then all of us will be able to participate into this space.